Here at Extreme Results Fitness, and I'm very excited because I have here with me my awesome celebrity client, Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I wanted to interview him because he's been doing such a great job, and there's been so many different things that he's doing and how he sees his exercise and his workouts influence all different parts of his life. So I definitely wanted to give you a sneak peek of what we do here and a little bit of part of his life and see what goes on. So B, I just want to know, when did you actually start exercising, or how was that part of your workout?
Working out altogether?
Yeah.
I've been working out pretty much on and off, for a number of years, probably close to 10 to 12 years, but nothing like what we do here. It was more traditional workouts, lifting weights and, lifting heavy, doing the same old sorts of routines and a little bit of cardio here and there. So I always had that in my mind, just to keep it going so that on stage my endurance and stamina wouldn't be affected, because sometimes we're doing, 3-4 shows in a row and then taking maybe one day off, and the wear and tear on that would get to you. And in spite of working out the traditional way, I'd still get fatigued and stuff because, when we were working out the traditional way, it's not working the same muscles. It's not working the core. It's just basically building muscle groups and whatnot. So it wouldn't really help for the stamina or endurance. I mean, it kept me in shape to a degree. But I noticed a big difference when I switched to workouts and started doing more of the core and fitness stuff than the heavier weights, And I gotta say, it's helped in those particular moments when we're on stage. That I feel one way through the whole show. I never really get too fatigued anymore, only because we're doing this workout. I mean, it's a hard workout, but you see the results when you're doing whatever you're doing, and it's like something physical, and you don't feel as winded as you would after an hour and a half. So it's definitely helped step up my performances, keep my weight to a certain level, and it feels a lot better now. I don't have my joints aching like my elbow, wrist, or back or whatever because of lifting too heavy or awkward. It's a very cool routine that we do here. They're all hard routines, but it doesn't stress you like it would like if you're lifting too heavy.
That's awesome. You've been doing a great job. I've really seen you change, and I've seen your stamina increase. I've seen your cardio increase. I've seen your strength increase. And it's awesome because you're also shrinking at the same time. So I see the inches coming in, I see, your face, everything. It's awesome to see that. It's one of the best parts, I think, of my job is being able to see people transform.
Yeah.
So it's great, but what also keeps you motivated? Because I know people have such a hard time. They start to see results, but then they also sometimes have a hard time frailing back and forth. What keeps you on a path? What keeps you motivated?
For me, one is it's the challenge of the workout. I like pushing myself. Sometimes when you're working out in the regular format, you don't really push yourself as hard as somebody else that's training you, is seeing from the outside to see if you're capable of more and whatnot. So that's one thing that keeps me motivated, the challenge of doing the actual workout. No matter how tired or fatigued you might be or get in the process of it, you feel it. And then, for me, I want to feel my workout. I don't want to just be able to throw the weight up and say, oh, I threw that weight up. But you don't feel it then because, the muscle memory, you're used to your routine.
Right.
This one, your body really never gets used to it, so it's a challenge. And the other thing is, my father was a big dude, and, he started off skinny too, but later on, maybe when he hit 40-something, he started to balloon a little bit, and I realized that I could get that way too. So that's big motivation. So I stay, trying to keep working out and keep fit, and not let myself get ballooned out.
Right. That's awesome. Well, plus also you're a public figure
That too,
as well, so I'm sure that has some.
Yeah, because I've always, with the other workout, I've always gone up and down in weight because it really doesn't shave any weight off of you. It builds more muscle, so you end up heavier. So it's a mind game you play with yourself. You try to drop, your calories. You're trying to, drop some weight, but you're lifting heavy, so you're building up muscle, but not necessarily getting rid of enough fat. So you look at the scale and you're heavier. You feel like you're not doing anything, and then you end up taking some time off. So then you end up gaining the weight back. So it just that's where it was for me. I'd go up and down on the scale, and I'd end up feeling something in my elbow or in my shoulder from past injuries when I was a kid, and I was trying to go too heavy. And I just wasn't seeing the results. Here, I've seen the results like in the first couple of months. Like I remember the first couple of weeks, it was killing me to do it. And as we've been doing it, from that time to now, I felt like, yeah, workouts are harder, but it's easier to get through them than they used to be. Like I could only, back when I started, half of what I'm doing now is the only thing I could do. Now I can do much more, and I can push myself a little bit harder. So it's definitely benefited me in all ways, from keeping down my weight to keeping fit and everything, especially endurance. Because that's the most important part for me. Going night to night, doing these shows for an hour and a half on stage, running around like crazy. It gets wear.
Absolutely.
So makes it easier to do all those things. And then you just feel better, at the same time. You see the results, that's great because, you're actually seeing it, the transformation. Where, the other way, you don't necessarily see it that fast.
Yeah. Well, that's our trick here. We're trying to mix it all up with less confusion and get everything going, hit all different parts of the body. Now, nutrition is huge as well, so I always tell everyone you want to do both at the same time. If you're working this hard here in the gym, you also want to make sure that you're hitting it hard at home in the kitchen.
Right.
So I know you travel a lot as well with your shows and your group. So how have you felt that come together, keeping both your exercise regimen and your eating?
It's a little bit tougher because you're used to eating a certain way, and then when you travel, when you start to change that and trying to eat more healthier and find things that you like, but that are within the diet, it's a challenge, but you'd be surprised when you travel. There's a lot of stuff that you can have that isn't so fattening or isn't gonna throw you back. Fortunately, this trip, we watched what we were eating and we found some things that worked out for us. It's still hard whether you're traveling abroad or
you're here.
You're here.
Yeah.
You just got to keep on it. That's been the most challenging part for me. So, but I'm gonna kick it in gear for 2012. So
that's right. Doing a whole new nutrition plan for you.
Definitely.
Yes. Also, now it's great because I see you do work hard, give 100% in every workout, and I know a lot of men at times are nervous about sometimes a woman trainer. So how did you feel about that?
I just took it like, a professional's a professional, male or female. Obviously, we as men got to get over the fact that we're getting trained by a woman.
Right.
And for me, it wasn't such a big issue. I see a lot of other guys are like, oh man, I'm not going to have her embarrass me like that, because the workout's hard. You get some of these dudes and they're ripped and they come out of that gym and try this workout and they can hang for about 5 minutes before they get really winded and they're fatigued. And then, these are ripped up dudes and I think they don't want to be embarrassed by that. So they stop themselves from from letting someone train you, you know. And then from the outside also perspective is when you see that, you're looking at it like, that's not working out. You know, this is working out. Even if it's a female or a male trainer, you're like, I'm not gonna do that. And then when they try it for the first time, they're completely either sold on it because it's so hard and they like that, or they're afraid of it, they don't want to do it again. For me, I just thought, you know, I've been working out this one way for so long. I don't care if somebody says, oh, women's training him, so what? You know, if you're getting the maximum, you know, results out of your workout, regardless of who's training you, you just go full out. And that's the way I look at it. I put the ego and pride aside. And anyone that you are training with, they're not there to embarrass you, they're there to push you, you know, so that's the way I looked at it.
Good, I'm glad you said that, which is awesome because we're here to just get everyone in shape and get them to their goals, so I thank you for that.
Thank you.
You're doing good. So once again, this is Be Real. It's been awesome having him as a client, and we're going to continue hard, and we'll try to keep giving you clips and different exercises that he does, and that also, that way you can keep track of his whole progress.